How many fingers am I holding up?
2, 3, I don't know. It depends on how you move them around.
Well, I guess awake and wrong is better than unconscious, huh?
Yeah.
You hang on.
As opposed to what? Running out the door? Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Rick,
Hey.
guess who's back?
Well, Dr. Chase, it's nice to rejoin us.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel so nice.
I need to run some tests on our battered friend here. Could you give me a few minutes?
Sure. I'm just gonna go out and make a phone call.
Thanks.
I know how to perk you up. How about a game of pool? Hello? Kathy.
Rita.
Hey, sis, I need you.
What's wrong?
Noah's been hurt.
Is it serious?
I don't think so, but I've been through one of the most brutal weeks of my life, and it would be great if you could be here in Springfield.
Of course. Do you want me to come tonight, or can I come in the morning?
No, the morning's fine. But listen, can you find out if Richard can come, too, if he's not too busy? There's, something going on in St. Cristobal that he should know about, and I can't really get into it over the phone.
I understand, and I'm sure I speak for Richard when I say that both of us will be there tomorrow. Wow. You haven't asked anything of me in a long time, and it feels really good.
Here, too. I love you, Cassie, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Is Reva in some sort of trouble?
Yeah, and whatever it is, it involves San Cristobal.
Come on, Beth. You didn't even know what a coupon was when you were a Spalding.
Excuse me? I was a Raines a lot longer than I was a Spalding.
Okay.
And for your information, one of the clearest memories of my childhood is the taste of tartan stamps when I'd lick a block of them and put them in one of those little books.
You actually did that?
Yes! I was the tartan terror!
The tartan.
And it paid off. I still remember the dress I wore the day we went to the Redemption Center, and I chose one of the exciting household products.
Ooh, and that product would be?
A waffle iron.
Ooh.
Which my mother still uses. So there. So I will clip coupons, lick stamps, or do anything else with anything else, as long as it helps us to afford a baby.
That's my girl.
Gross! Not again!
It's my fault. Can you forgive me? Aunt Maida was here after you left. I told her about May. All of it. And she helped me get it straight.
Oh, you mean Aunt Maida was on my side?
She was on our side. She says, of course, I would like it a lot better if you'd pined away alone in your room, looking out the window at the rainy days. But that's not who you are.
Well, there wasn't much rain. It wasn't.
When May showed up, and I realized what she was telling me, here's this beautiful, warm girl telling me that she's had an affair with the father of my baby. I thought, I've lost him. I've lost his heart. It's closed to me just when I needed it most. And then I thought maybe that you'd only come back because I was pregnant.
No. No, I came back because I love you.
I love you. What's gonna happen to us?
This book.
Ray said to us, remember when he was in his hospital room and he said that we made a vow to each other to stick with each other through the bad times and the good. And that there will always be hope even for two imperfect people like us.
What he said's been on my mind, too.
Yeah, here we are. I don't think it's luck or coincidence that we're together again. Do you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna have to say goodbye to a lot. But I think it's for the best that we are on our own, finally. And I'll tell you, the timing could not be more perfect.
Why? What happened?
I'm out of the family. I walked.
You really did it?
Abuela made it very easy for me. She did some things that... She crossed a line that I would never cross. I told her that I'm through.
And there's nothing in our way.
Mm-mm. No. Not unless you don't want to go.
It scares me. But I think we owe it to each other and our baby to try again.
Yeah.
I think it's the only way.
It is.
I want to try, Danny.
God, I love you so much. Is there any chance that we can get you out of here in the morning? You think Rick would go for it?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I better get going then. I need to get our passports. And I need to get some cash together. It's gonna be different now. Everything's gonna be totally different. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay.
What's this?
My hours. Would you please make sure my last paycheck is sent to this address?
What do you mean last paycheck?
The one there isn't one after.
Now, you can't leave.
I don't think Danny's wife would want his ex-girlfriend working in his club. No matter how fresh the flowers were.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You make it seem like Danny and Michelle are some done deal. No way. From what I hear, Michelle's some hard-nosed lady. It's always on Danny's case, never cut him any slack.
She seemed nice to me.
Oh, yeah. She's laying flat on her back. Wait until she's up and at him again. Listen, makes you feel any better. I'd lay down the odds that this get-back-together thing won't fly.
Tony, I'm not gonna hang around here hoping that Danny's heart gets broken again.
Hey, you can hang around with me, share some laughs, have a good time.
Rick, if you want to say goodbye to your sister, I think you should do it tonight.
I wasn't aware that she was planning on going anywhere.
Yeah, she is. With me. I'm going to check her out of here first thing in the
Excuse me,
morning.
excuse me. Has anyone pointed out that this is a hospital and not a hotel? And the fact is, she may not be ready to leave by the morning anyways.
Claire says she's out of danger. Rick, listen. There are going to be some changes in my family, and the only way to keep Michelle safe is to get her out of Springfield.
Oh, so you're not planning on taking her home to your grandmother's house?
No, or any place else associated with my family.
So where are you planning on taking my little sister?
Well, where we can make a clean start. I can't tell you. We can't tell anybody.
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
More than serious. We're out of here.
You plan on just dropping off the face of the earth?
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. I know that Michelle will miss you more than anybody, you and Aunt Maida. I just think you should go see her.
I better go see her. The truth.
Yes. But it's the only way. It has to be a clean break, Rick.
This is great.
From them, not you or Maida.
It sounds like you've already made up your mind about this.
Mind, body, and spirit.
You know, it was hard enough when you moved to New York. At least there I knew I was going to have a chance to visit you, but this is like, what is this, Michelle? I mean, relocation's one thing, evaporation's another.
It won't be forever.
I've been through this with you before. And I'm not going to stand here and not tell you that this worries me.
I know. But it's also right. Unless
What?
Unless you tell me that there's some risk to the baby, then I wouldn't go. But you have to tell me the truth.
From all indications, the baby is going to be fine, but Claire is your OBGYN. And you need to talk to her for clearance, okay? That is just in case you leave so fast I don't get a chance to say goodbye.
I love you, Rick.
I love you too, Michelle. Be safe, okay?
I'm sorry, babe. You know, how many different ways can I say that I'm sorry? And we absolutely do not want you to think that we're trying to hide anything from you.
Yeah, it's just not exactly something you advertise.
Not to the adopted kid.
Well, not to anybody. You know, trying to get pregnant, trying to have a baby, that's private, personal stuff. And it may not even happen.
By the way, the adopted kid.
Oh, you mean that beautiful, talented young dancer that we see around here from time to time?
Yes, that would be the one.
Yeah,
The
what about
one who is this guy's daughter and connected to him in so many ways that have absolutely nothing to do with biology.
Whatever. Can I call San Cristobal?
Now it's a little late, don't you think?
Edmund will be up.
Do you want to call Edmund?
Yes. I finished the book that he recommended, and I need a new one, so... he always gives really good suggestions, so can I call him?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't see why not. See any reason you can't.
No reason at all.
Thanks for stopping by.
Sorry. You know, my cousin Ray really is a lot better with the hospital visit things.
Yeah, but it wasn't Cousin Ray who saved our lives. I heard everything, Danny, at the warehouse. From the minute you showed up.
I think you got the wrong guy.
So it wasn't you who stood up to those goons? And talked them out of killing Noah and me when that's definitely what they wanted to do? So it's not you who I should thank with everything in me.
Oh, even if it were me, there would be no need to thank me. This is something that should never have happened at all.
I'll go along with you on that.
Well, whatever, but I happened to hear whoever it was say that the Santos end of the operation would be shut down permanently.
I will possibly go along with you on that. Reva, if you have a hot story, I think maybe you should go with it.
But, wouldn't that have a negative impact on whoever it was that saved our lives?
I won't be around to find out. Michelle and I are we're going to be leaving the country tomorrow.
Michelle is back. Back with you?
Yes, she's back, and she's with me, and she's pregnant.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Congratulations, Danny.
Thank you. Thanks. All right.
Danny.
Yeah.
Good luck. But there's one more thing, really, that I need to ask.
Okay, I mean, I don't know if I can answer it, but...
There were a lot of other people at that warehouse. I would give anything to know exactly what happened to them.
From what I hear, they are on their way to Chicago and other cities with IDs and enough cash to hold them until they're on their feet. So, I guess some people can make a fresh start for themselves in this country. Others, like myself, need to go somewhere else. I really need to get going. I hope you're feeling better soon.
Danny.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Sure.
And good luck, really, to both of you.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Okay, Reva. I'm gonna try this just one more time.
Easy. What? This? This what?
Danny, you might think it's okay, but I can think of 1,000 reasons for you not to pursue that story.
You're awfully uppity for a guy who can't distinguish between one finger and three. And I am so tired of you telling me what I can and can't do.
She's not pregnant, is she?
No, not yet. But it won't be long the way she's goo-gooing all over my dad. Gosh, and when they start stuff like that, it's like I'm not even there. I hate it. What do I matter? You know, it's the real kids that count, not the adopted ones.
Susan, my dear, if you were dredged out of a pool of sea slime, you'd still matter. At least to this offshore admirer. Remember that. And also this, Dante ends in E, not A-Y. All right? Be well.
Thanks.
Special friend?
Yes. My fellow book club member in Springfield, Susan LeMay. Ah, poor girl.
Something wrong?
Well, she's a teenager. There's always something wrong, but she's in a very trying situation right now. I pity her. Would you tolerate my company on your flight tomorrow to Springfield if I promise to stay very quiet and stay in the far after compartment? It's really in your best interest to take me. After all, if I'm close at hand, how much rebellion could I foment?
You're in a hurry.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I'll say it so you can listen fast. I asked Tony to send my last paycheck to my boarding house.
May, you don't have to do that. I want you to hear this from me instead of anybody else. Michelle and I have worked things out, and we're back together. And we are taking off.
Off?
Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow.
Well, for how long?
For good.
For good's really long.
Yeah, I know. You like this place, huh?
Are you kidding? This place is great. It's got booze, women, gambling, great food. It's open till late. What's there not to like?
Well, if you play your cards right with Abuela, who knows? This place could be yours.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're telling me, excuse me, Abuela let me run this joint after you wouldn't let me work here in the first place?
There really isn't anybody else. I'm offering you a very sweet deal here. This place is my baby, so don't screw it up. Which means don't be greedy and don't be stupid. Take care of your brother, too.
Nah, Ray don't need me.
Yeah, actually, he does. Let's go to St. Michael's. Make sure he gives him some cash every now and then. And, here. Think you'll be needing those?
Hey, wait a minute. You're doing the right thing. You know that. Now, well, yeah, with this place, too, but with Michelle. Be happy, man. There ain't nothing better than love. And don't sweat about this place. I'll take care of it, I promise. You ride to the airport or something?
No, I don't want anyone to know where we're headed. Understand?
Yeah.
Well, no, you aren't here.
And you... I do not want you to quit. That is, unless, of course, if this idiot tries to put the make on you.
I can put the brake on any make. My best friend in Cooperstown used to say that. Oh, I wish you and Michelle all the luck in the world. I'm glad I didn't spoil things for you.
Yeah.
She was very nice to me, considering.
Yeah, excuse me.
Considering what?
I went and told Michelle about Danny and me.
Well, girl, you got game.
That wasn't why.
Oh. Come on, baby. I mean, cop to it. I'm sure there was something inside of you that wanted to bust Michelle and Danny up.
Are you saying I'm only going back to Danny because I'm afraid?
I don't know. Michelle, you tell me. You were in New York, doing just fine. You get these muscle spasms, you come running back here. And literally within hours, this great love between you and Danny starts flourishing again. What is it? Is it fate or fear? Do you honestly believe that you would have come back here if this hadn't happened?
Yes, sooner or later I would have. Because I do love Danny. And if I don't trust that, I could really end up alone with a cold, closed heart.
Like me.
I didn't say that.
Well, you've got to do what you got to do, Michelle. But you better be damn careful because your life could be in danger.
We're gonna be okay.
As long as you have no contact with anybody from Springfield, you realize that. No faxes, no phone, no letters. You can't even use your credit cards or access bank accounts in your name because they will find you.
Who will?
Anybody that wants to get to Danny will go through you and the baby.
Oh, that's over. Danny quit the family business. He's out.
No, it's too late. Because he has history. And history with anyone with the name of Santos means enemies. Promise me you'll never forget that, Michelle. Promise me you will be tough. You will be smart. You will be alert. You go. You go be with the love of your life. But always, and I mean always, think of yourself. Always. For the baby's sake, if not for yours. Will you promise me that?
I promise.
Mara and Shane were pretty tough to deal with while you were away. There was a lot of loud music, a lot of stuff strewed around the house, a lot of attitude. They were anxious, based on precedent. It's not the first time you've disappeared.
They were anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And you?
I was too.
You did all sleep in beds at night, though, with pillows, blankets, everything you needed.
Well, I think I can see where this is going.
With a roof over your head, 3-4 square meals a day, hot water at the flick of the wrist.
Yes, we did, but that's not the point.
Yeah, well, you know, there are places in this world that don't get to live that way. And I'm sorry that if Mara and Shane and the two of you were a little stressed or anxious, I am truly sorry. But not once were you ever in need of warmth or food, or you were well taken care of, right? I mean, you didn't have your sleep interrupted with threats. You didn't have your lives threatened. So maybe you should stop wringing your hands and...
What? Count our blessings?
Yes.
You're unbelievable. Could you have possibly come up with a more superficial, narcissistic rationalization?
All right, just
As if
take
creature
it
comforts
easy,
somehow
Olivia.
cancel out your children's emotional needs? Yeah, why should kids expect reassurance and a sense of continuity from their parents when there's so much hot water? You know, it's no wonder that Mara is dating a junior mobster and Shane fingers his lacrosse stick like it's a set of worry beads. And you know something? It's no wonder Josh divorced you.
Not that I owe you an explanation.
But I'm a good mother. Self-proclaimed, Reva. And the last thing I did before I left was make sure that Mara and Shane were going to have some kind of continuity in their lives. I remember that poignant scene when you gave everyone your final blessing before you took off. What was it? I want you all to be happy after I'm gone. What you were really trying to say is I could die. Doesn't anybody care about me?
Okay, you know something? Every instinct of me says that I should tell you both to back off this thing and shut the hell up. But maybe expressing yourself in this case is a good thing. Maybe you need to do that and get everything out in the open. And perhaps at some point, sanity and maturity will prevail. So I'm going to go down the hall. You just knock yourselves out, all right?
Looks like you lost your audience.
I was addressing you. And I did almost die.
No, you kids didn't almost worry. They were totally churned up the whole time.
Well, I'm sorry. But life happens. And I was trying to help make it happen in a place where it couldn't be much worse.
Your actions have an effect on people. I was here the whole time helping Josh hold down your household.
I'm sorry.
Oh, really? I mean, were you locked in my house? Were you chained to my kids and my ex-husband? No, Olivia, that was your choice. You made that choice, and I refuse to let you lay this at my feet, and I refuse to feel guilty about any of this. I doubt you feel guilty about a thing.
Okay, all right, that's enough.
You know what?
They can hear you in the next county.
I'm not going to apologize for the fact that my life doesn't end neatly and conveniently at the kitchen door. Oh, boy.
And maybe
if you had a life, one of your own, and you stopped piggybacking on mine, you wouldn't be so petty and judgmental as you are. I'll call the kids and tell them that I'll be home in about a half an hour.
Maybe it's time for you to disengage.
You know what? She pushes every button I have and then makes new ones, and I hate it when she brushes us off like that.
Well, she's Noah's problem now. I just hope he can handle her.
Or can you take these bags out there? Because the page will be by.
Of course.
Soon to pick everything.
Ma'am? Cassie, are you all right? Hey.
Sorry, I just got so faint all of a sudden. Just like before when I was pregnant. Oh, my God, excuse me.
I'll alert the pages.
The window of opportunity to effect our little plan is closing fast. In spite of Dr. Weymouth's efforts, Cassie knows she's pregnant.
Roger that, sir.
All right. All right. Bring the diamond garter along with you to Springfield. I hear there's a new casino there. It's probably a ghastly place, but it's potentially useful now. Lose a few of those diamonds at one of the gaming tables. I'll arrange for Colonel Dax to hear about it immediately. Oh, dear Rourke. I'm afraid you're destined to be a very big loser. I can hardly wait.
It wasn't my idea to go see Michelle. Well, it was, but in a way it didn't start with me.
That's it, yeah. Bob and weave, duck and cover. Ooh.
I'm not lying. Michelle's mother started a conversation. She knew about Danny and I somehow.
And I got the idea that Michelle was upset because of us, only it was the wrong idea. She didn't even know I existed. So when I thought I was explaining, I was really telling. I feel so bad. Worse now.
May, there's no reason for you to feel bad. I should have known that Claire was involved. I'm just sorry that I didn't figure it out on my own. This is why I got to bail on this town. People like Claire live here. It's okay. Well, I guess this is it.
Hey, see ya.
All right.
I know you can't write, but send a good thought or a prayer too?
Yeah. I will. You got it.
Bye.
Bye. May, take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, paid members and comped guests, welcome to Tony's Infierno. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Well, the party was nice, the party was pumping. Hey, and everybody having a bar. Until the fellas started name calling.
Hey, did you know?
Would this happen to be about Michelle?
You did, didn't you? You knew that she was planning on going away with Danny, didn't you?
She said something to that effect, yes.
Why didn't you try to stop her? Did you try to stop her?
No,
Why the hell not?
because I trust my sister to make her own decision. That's why.
I am completely insane here, aren't I? I'm just worried sick for nothing. Oh, there's not a single cloud on the Lovebirds horizon.
Claire, she's going to be fine.
You are an idiot!
Do you want to tell me what it is that I don't know? Claire? All right, this is great. Now you've got me worried, too.
Malcolm?
Has been guiding light.
You know I couldn't get anything done here this morning, just waiting for you to show up. Oh, I just can't wait to see you.
Oh, it's really good to be back. Well, now that I'm here, how do I look?
Better than ever. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh, wow. Well, and now that we're throwing compliments around, you look pretty terrific yourself.
Oh, well, I'm just starting to get used to everything now that, you know, everything's over with Greg. And...
Wait, hold it right there. Why don't we make a pact?
What kind of pact?
Well, we both have done some things in the past that we would rather forget. So why don't we do just that? Just forget them and not talk about them and just look ahead to the future.
I'm all for that.
Okay. And speaking of looking ahead, I understand there's a certain Ross Marler who's been spending a lot of time with you lately.
Well, he helped me find your apartment.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to seeing him to thank him. It's very nice.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Anyway, I haven't been seeing as much of Ross as I used to, but I think that's because an old girlfriend of his is here in Springfield and was someone he almost married. I think that's probably why.
Oh, well, you don't know. I mean,
well,
it
listen,
might not
wait.
be the reason.
I mean, I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm not just sitting around feeling sorry for myself or anything like that. So come on, just drop it, and we're just going to go out and have up conversations at lunch and everything.
Okay, where are we going?
Oh, just some little restaurant that Ed took Laney and me to. Oh, you'll love it.
Well, Rita, welcome home.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Hello, Eve.
Hello.
Well, Hope was telling me how marvelous you were looking. I must say I agree.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, and by the way, congratulations. Ed told me about your beautiful wedding.
Oh, thank you. It only improved since the ceremony.
Good.
Evie, is Jackie here?
No. As a matter of fact, she went over to Justin's because she wants to fix lunch for Philip. So she should be back soon if you want to wait.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't. I'm running late as it is. When she gets back, would you have her call me at my office?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Oh, and Rita, since we're neighbors again, I think we ought to get together and have dinner and drinks one evening.
I'd like that very much.
Wonderful. I'll have Hope call either you or Ed.
Good.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
From what he said, he thinks Ed and I are living together.
Well, you should have said that you weren't.
Oh, it's so embarrassing to try to explain all that.
Well, why should it be?
Because most people, especially someone like Alan, assumes that you're either married and sharing the same bed, or you get a divorce.
Look, I'm really sorry to bother you with all my problems, but since you and I are both newlyweds, I thought...
And we also like each other very much. At least that's the way I feel.
Oh, I do too, and I really hope that we're going to be very good friends.
Any good friend of Ben's is a friend of mine. Hope, I know how close you two were at one time. And I know how much Ben thinks of you, so please, don't think that you're bothering me for a minute because you're not.
Oh, thank you.
So, what's the problem?
So, I tried to talk to my grandmother about this, and she's very nice, but...
She's still your grandmother, right?
Right. And you know Alan a lot better than she does.
Oh, I don't profess to know Alan all that well. I mean, we do spend a lot of time together because of business. And there is one thing I do know, though.
What's that?
I've never seen a man change as much as Alan has since you've been married. He adores you.
And I adore him, too. I mean, I never even knew I could love somebody the way I love Alan.
But, Hope, you came over here very upset and you needed someone to talk to, and I am more than willing to listen and help if I can.
It's Vanessa Chamberlain.
What about her?
Well, come on, you know what she's like. I mean, I saw the expression on your face at your dinner party the other night when she's hanging all over Ben.
Yeah, Vanessa is not one of my favorite people, no. But I think her flirtations are harmless.
Oh, well, that's what Alan keeps trying to convince me of every time we have an argument over her. But look, to tell you the truth, that woman makes my blood boil. I just don't trust her.
Has she given you any reason to feel that way?
I thought she had. But then Alan and I had this long discussion about it this morning, and he convinced me that it was all an innocent misunderstanding.
Then I'm sure it was.
Wait. This morning, I was going through Alan's suit to send it to the dry cleaners. This is the suit he wore last night when he was with Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going through his pockets, and I found his handkerchief. And it had a lipstick mark on it, and it wasn't my lipstick.
Did you tell Alan about it?
I wanted to. I wanted to demand an explanation right away, but I was afraid I was going to start another one of those horrendous arguments we have.
Hope, if you are this upset about it, you're just going to have to take that chance.
Oh, Amanda, I love Alan so much. If I were to drive him away because of all of my nagging jealousy and doubts, I'd never forgive myself. But on the other hand, I have to know what's going on. I mean, what would you do if you were me? I mean, please help me.
Well, that's too bad, Mike. I thought you would be coming home tomorrow. Paris? Why are you going there? I thought all your business with Holly's daycare center was in Switzerland. Oh, really?
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Bert.
Do you know if Ed's going to be on the phone much longer?
I really don't know. He's talking to Mike.
Oh, really? Michael called Morgan Richards last night to wish her a happy birthday, and I got to talk to him for a few minutes. So tell me, how's Elizabeth? Have you heard from her?
No, I haven't. And I don't expect to. When I talked to her psychiatrist, she explained to me the reason that Elizabeth went to Europe was to cut herself off completely from everyone and everything here in Springfield. Make better progress that way.
Yeah. Well, Philip must miss her very much.
Yes, he does, and that's why I wanted to talk to Ed about rescheduling, so I can spend as much time as possible with Philip.
Well, who's with him during the day when you're here?
Jackie, and I must tell you, she has turned her whole life upside down in order to help.
Well, I'm sure Elizabeth won't be gone very much longer.
I hope you're right, Bert.
Okay, Mike, I'll tell her. And just let us know when you're coming back and exactly the time, and give us a call about that, okay? Yeah. Right, you too. Bye, Mike.
Well, isn't he coming home tomorrow, dear?
No, he's going to Paris with that same lawyer that handled the daycare center for Holly.
Oh, I see.
Just, and you're aware that Mike has been working on finding some evidence to implicate Alan Spaulding with Roger.
Yes, I know. Is he on to something?
Well, that same lawyer that handled the daycare center for Holly that I just mentioned was also Roger's legal counsel when he was living in Europe as Arthur Green. And that lawyer told Mike that he has a whole file full of business records and business correspondence and personal notes of Roger's, including some notes that explain how those large sums of money were transferred from America to Roger's account in Paris.
Honey, did Michael say that Alan's name was in any of these papers?
No, but I've never heard Mike so excited. He just told me that when he comes home, he might just have the evidence that he's been waiting for.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Bounce. It gets clothes soft, free of static cling, and gives them long-lasting freshness. And by Cascade, the detergent that leaves dishes virtually spotless.
Thank you.
Would you like to order now?
I think we'll just enjoy our wine a while, and then after that we'll look at the menus.
Very well.
So, here's to your homecoming, and to things working out with you and Ed.
I'll drink to that. Couldn't believe it when Holly said the wedding was canceled.
I know, so suddenly, too. I'd already put their gift in the mail.
Why didn't you tell me about it when we spoke on the phone?
Well, we'd only talked a couple of times, you know, after I heard about it.
It doesn't matter. You still could have told me.
Well, I would if Ed hadn't been there in Bluefield. So Holly asked me not to because she wanted to be the one to explain it to him.
I just wonder how much of her decision was based on her feelings for him.
Oh, come on, don't talk that way. Because whatever Holly's feelings are for Ed, it's obvious that he doesn't have the same ones. I mean, otherwise he never would have gone to Bluefield to get you to come back.
That was before he knew the wedding was off.
Listen, any man who didn't give up on you after you didn't come back when you were supposed to is a man who knows definitely what he wants out of life.
I don't know. Every time he talks about the two of them and the time they spent down in the Dominican Republic, he talks about how much they have changed in ways that he couldn't possibly explain.
Well, he explained it pretty well to me. He told me that after Roger's death and everything else that happened down there to the three of them, that he'd come to realize how precious life was. And how he promised himself he'd never waste another precious minute of it.
They haven't really helped matters there very much, have they?
Well, that's why he got a little impatient with you and you didn't want to come back when you were supposed to.
Well, the last thing either one of us can afford while we're trying to find a way back to each other is to be impatient. It's just going to take time.
I wouldn't worry about that. It's the most patient man I've ever known.
Yeah, in some areas, but all men can get pretty impatient in certain areas of a relationship.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that either. I mean, things could work out in time.
When, Evie? Don't forget that's where all of Ed's and my problems started.
Look, why don't you prepare a schedule that works for you and Philip, and let me take a look at it, and if we have to, we'll make some adjustments then.
Thanks, Ed. I really appreciate it, except there's just one problem. I have absolutely no idea of how long Elizabeth's going to be gone. All she said in that note was a few weeks.
Leave the return open-ended, then.
I can't thank you enough, Ed.
You don't have to thank me. But may I ask you a question as a friend?
Well, sure.
I was in Bluefield when Elizabeth left for Europe, and I hadn't really seen that much of her lately anyway, but was her condition so serious that her leaving you and Philip like that, it was justifiable?
Yeah, well, I asked myself that question, too, the morning I came home and found that note. And after talking to Dr. Fisher and thinking back to how close to the breaking point she was, I realized that this is possibly her last chance to have some kind of a happy, normal life.
Well, that more than answers my question.
I understand Rita's back. How are things working out for you two?
It's too soon to tell, but we're both trying.
That's all that counts.
Hi, Justin.
Oh, hi, Holly.
Been looking for you.
Oh?
Listen, I'm going to grab this elevator. Thanks again, Ed.
My pleasure. Well, what can I do for you?
Steve has a whole list of questions, and you're supposed to have the answers. You got the time?
Okay. If we do it right now and if we do it in the snack bar, because I'm starved and I want to be free from having to have lunch so that when Rita gets here, I can take her around to meet everyone again.
All right, I'll join you for lunch.
Good.
Amanda, I don't know why I bothered you with all my childish little problems. I am sorry.
Would you stop apologizing? If I hadn't had my mother's new housekeeper give me some very sound advice in a similar situation, I would have made a terrible mistake with Ben.
You mean you were jealous?
That's right. And if Jennifer hadn't talked to me and made me realize how foolish I was being, the moment Ben walked through that door, I would have started throwing accusations at him instead of sitting down with him calmly and talking to him about it honestly and unemotionally.
Well, so do you think I should even mention the lipstick on his handkerchief?
Oh, Hope, I don't know. If it were any other woman but Vanessa, I would say yes. But Alan has already told you about his relationship with her, that it is strictly business. And I think you're just going to have to believe him.
Believe me, I am trying.
And there could be a very innocent explanation for that lipstick stain. I mean, some women do kiss men on the cheek occasionally, and there is no sexual or romantic reason for it.
I have noticed that Vanessa is very big in that department, too.
Yes. You're just going to have to see it as part of her character and not let it bother you. And if you can try to force yourself to be comfortable in her company, that will help, too. You're going to be seeing an awful lot of Vanessa because she's working so closely with Alan.
You know, I never thought I would say this, but I cannot wait for Diane Ballard to come back to Springfield. I will welcome her with open arms if it means that I can ship Vanessa back to Chicago.
Hope, you are going to be fine. Just rise above it.
Thank you for all your help.
Vanessa could never be a threat to you. Not when Alan loves you so much he can't even see straight.
Thank you. Listen, I have got to go. Thank you so much for everything.
Don't mention it. Oh, did Alan tell you that I spoke with him earlier and that I invited both of you over for drinks?
Oh, yes, and we accept. He was going to tell you when he met with you later on today.
Wonderful, but she's going to be here.
Oh, good.
Now, come on. Don't let Vanessa keep you from joining us tonight.
All right, I won't.
And besides, you'd be doing me a favor. If you and Alan don't show up, it will be me, Ben, and you know who.
Don't worry. You help me today, and I'll help you tonight.
And we'll help each other tonight, depending on how Vanessa's tastes are running.
Don't say that.
Hope, Alan adores you. And you mustn't ever let someone like Vanessa make you feel nervous or insecure for a minute.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late, but I had some personal things to take care of before I could leave the house.
As in husbandly duties.
Are there any important messages for me?
No, not really, except that I did take the liberty of explaining to Laurie about our new little arrangement.
What arrangement are you talking about?
Touch of amnesia this morning, Alan. Don't you remember last night? You said that if I needed to call you, I should call Laurie, and then Laurie would call your house, because that way Hope wouldn't get all upset.
Yes, Vanessa. Well, a few things have happened since then, so I'm not so sure that it's a good idea.
What's happened?
Well, it's occurred to me that if Hope finds out that we've devised a code to communicate back and forth, she's liable to think something's going on behind her back.
Alan, don't complicate things. It was a foolproof plan when you thought of it. It still is a foolproof plan. I mean, unless you don't trust Laurie with business matters.
Well, of course I trust Laurie implicitly.
Well, then, it's all settled, isn't it?
Look, can we talk about it later? I've got to make some important phone calls.
Oh, yes, but there's just one thing before you go. I need your honest appraisal of Ben McFerrin. As an artist, I mean.
Well, I think he's extraordinarily talented. And from what Carter Bowden tells me, the direction his painting is taking now is going to make him very successful one day, very soon.
How soon?
Selfishly, I hope tomorrow, since Hope and I own 3 of his canvases.
Purely as an investment?
Oh, no, no. I like his work very much.
Well, then that's good enough for me.
Why are you so interested suddenly?
Well, because, darling, I have an appointment to look at some of his canvases later today, and I didn't want to call Daddy and ask him to buy something if it's not going to prove to be worthwhile.
You're going by the Bowden Galleries.
No. Ben asked me to his house for cocktails.
What?
What's so surprising about that?
Well, Ben and Amanda have invited Hope and I, too.
Well, how convenient. Do you want a lift?
No, I certainly do not. As a matter of fact, I don't think we should go at all.
Why not?
Vanessa, you're far too intelligent to ask that question after our conversation last night.
Ah, that.
Yes, that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do.
I sure wish they'd given me a surprise birthday party like the one they gave Morgan when I was 16.
Don't we all? Thank you, dear. Oh, Morgan called this morning, and that's all she could talk about. And she's so excited that Kelly's going to be coaching.
She is? Mm-hmm. Well, you could have fooled me. Well, one thing's for sure, she certainly is changeable, isn't she?
Well, aren't all girls at that age, Katie?
No comment.
Hello, Bert. Katie?
Barbara, hi.
Hi, Mrs. Thorpe.
Well, have you both recovered from last night?
Not really. Katie and I were just talking about it.
Have either one of you seen Holly? I was just talking to Steve, and he said that she was with Ed.
Well, did you try Ed's office?
No, that won't do any good. When last seen, they were going to the snack bar.
Oh, well, I'll catch up with them then. By the way, Christina's going to write a little thank you note. She had a ball.
I'm so glad that you and Holly decided to stay.
Yes, well, we were too.
I think you would find, but lunch is still a secret.
Mrs. Thorpe? Mrs. Thorpe?
Yes?
Would you like me to call the snack bar? I could save you a trip.
Oh, no, thank you very much. I'll take the stairs. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Squeezably Soft Charmin Bathroom Tissue and by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way.
Well, I wonder why Ed and I never came here. It's really nice. The food was wonderful.
I'm glad you liked it. It's so good to have you back.
Thank you. And the next time you and Ross go out, you're both invited up to my apartment. I'd like to get to know him better.
I would like you to get to know him, too. He's real different than any other man I've ever known.
I don't really know him that well, except, of course, from Holly's trial when he was defending Roger. God, when am I ever going to be able to accept the fact that he is dead and not wandering around the streets of Springfield threatening everyone who ever knew him?
You will. It's just going to take you a little time.
I mean, I can't even say his name still without shuddering, and I still have nightmares about all those days and nights I spent with him in that cabin before I...
Oh, now wait a minute. We haven't packed, remember? We're not supposed to talk about the past or anything.
You're right. Anyway, I should be getting back to the hospital.
Okay, I'll just get the check. Check.
Right away, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, Rita.
Hello.
Eve.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, I hope you haven't forgotten that I was asking you to save some time for me so we could talk today.
No, I haven't forgotten.
When you're finished, just give me a call and I'll work something out.
Good, thank you. Ed tells me that Tim is living at home again.
Right, and he'll continue to it even after he starts back at college because he's going to go to Springfield U.
Oh, really? I thought he was going to go to that college in upstate New York. What made him change his mind?
Did you happen to see the guest of honor at last night's party?
Morgan Richards? Oh, Tim is very good taste. She's lovely.
Here you are. Your table's ready whenever you are, Mr. Thorpe.
Oh, thank you very much, Val. Well, listen, we don't want to keep you, so we'll go.
Bye-bye. Well, have a nice lunch.
Thank you, and I'll talk to you back at the hospital.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Well, I don't want any arguments from you about this. This is my treat. What's the matter?
No, you know, I was just thinking, I bet Sarah never looks at me without thinking about all the talks we had about Greg and how I cheated on Ed behind his back. And...
Listen, you and Sarah were very good friends before that, so I'm sure she's not thinking that way.
I know, but she was a friend of Ed's and respected him long before she ever knew me, so I don't see how she can help but think of me as the woman who cheated on him and hurt him so. Well, if you paid that check, I think we should get going, huh?
Sure.
Now, you keep saying nothing's wrong, but you haven't said 2 words since you sat down.
Oh, as I told you before, I'm exhausted. I think, doing all the shopping that I had to do this morning and all this heat.
Did you take Christina shopping with you?
Oh, no. Mary Louise wanted her to come over, and then Mary Louise's mother called and asked if she could stay for dinner and maybe spend the night, and I said yes. Is that all right?
Of course.
I was amazed to see how much she'd grown when I saw her again last night.
She certainly was thrilled to see you. I hope you come over for dinner soon.
Well, thank you, Barbara.
Why don't we make a date right now?
Well, actually, with my lectures at the university and everything, it's kind of hard for me to make any definite plans these days.
Mother, with Rita back, Ed's not going to have much time for that. It's going to be very busy now.
Yes, of course, I don't know where my mind is.
Well, I'm certainly never going to be so busy that I won't see Christina, or either one of you, for that matter. It's just that I've taken advantage of your hospitality so often lately that maybe we should make a dinner at my place next time.
Won't that be too much trouble for you?
That's certainly the least I can do to pay you back for all the evenings I spent at your house while Rita was away.
You don't have to pay me back for anything. You know, I think I've always thought of you as one of my sons, just like Ken and Andrew, and I guess I always will.
All right, now while I'm on vacation, I'll be referring all my cases to Joe Myers.
All right. I bet you're looking forward to this vacation to get started, huh?
I am going to get on that elevator, drive home to pick up Philip, and then I'm not going to stop driving until I get up to the mountains to that cottage I rented.
Sounds like a dream come true. Aren't you forgetting somebody, though? Your wife? She is going with you, isn't she?
Well, unfortunately, Elizabeth is out of town right now, taking care of some personal business.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, I rented the cottage for the entire summer, so once she gets back, she can move up there with Philip, and then I'll go up there on the weekends.
Well, that's good. I know she was pretty excited when you went looking for the place.
If anyone's looking for me, I'll be back in around half an hour.
Okay, is there a number I can get in touch in an emergency?
I'll be at Jackie's shop.
Okay.
Hi, Sarah. Hello, Justin. How are you?
I wanted to ask you if you'd arranged your schedule yet with Ed.
Well, I worked out something that sort of works for me, but I have to get Ed's approval.
Oh, well, if you need any help, please just call me. And I don't mean just with the scheduling. If you need help with Philip, I'll be glad to.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate that.
Justin, this may be a little premature, but I got an interesting phone call from Paul Klickner, head of the Association of Cardiology.
Yeah, I met Paul in London. What do you want?
Well, he wanted a detailed report on your service record here at the hospital. especially your work in cardiology. Seems a lot of people at that convention were very impressed by you.
Is there an opening in the association that you're up for?
Well, Jackie's father, Emmett, told me I'm being considered as Paul's replacement, but I doubt it.
Well, why not? I mean, you're highly qualified.
Well, they've usually gone with an older and more experienced man as president, so.
Well, that may be true, Justin, but, well, a lot of people were still impressed by your record there. By the way, have you heard the rumor that Paul Klickner is about to retire?
I know. Well, who knows? Keep me posted, huh?
Do it.
Now I've got to go find out how Philip's morning went, so
Well,
excuse
fine.
me.
Call me when you get back.
Due to illness, the part of Philip Spaulding will be played today by Philip O'Reilly.
So, thank you, Mrs. O'Brien. And I'll call you as soon as the monograms come in, okay?
Hi, it's Aunt Jackie here. I have to talk to her.
Oh, Philip. No, you just missed her. She went over to her house to change and take a shower. Listen, you could wait here for her if you want.
Maybe I will. I have nothing else to do.
Why? What happened to your baseball game? Jackie told me you had a baseball game planned with some of your friends. And then after that, you were going to go swimming and...
Changed my mind.
Why?
Because one of the guys made a wisecrack and I hit him.
What kind of wisecrack?
Something about Aunt Jackie being there to fix lunch first while my mom was...
Well, I don't know if I would have hit him, but I would have told him to mind his own business.
I better be going now.
Philip, are you going over to see Jackie?
I don't know. Bye.
Philip! Philip!
With all the nurses we've got on vacation around here right now, we can certainly use your help.
Yeah, well, that's what Mrs. Tynan said, so...
Sit down.
Oh, thank you. I, start next week.
That's great. Say, what do you say to our stopping off at the supermarket on the way and picking up a couple of steaks, taking them home, barbecuing them? After a nice, relaxing swim, of course.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Well, I can practically guarantee you that you won't have a surprise party waiting for you this time.
Yeah, I know, but Kelly's going to be there, and I'm sure he'll have some people over, and...
No, Kelly just called me after his last class, and he's going to be coaching Morgan Richards tonight. Knowing the hours those kids keep, I'd be surprised to see him walk home in the door before 3 a.m.
I do have to talk to Sarah, though, first, before we go.
Okay, it's 5:15 now. What time does she say she'll be free?
She said between 5:30 and 6. You don't have to wait, though.
I've got plenty of work to keep me busy right here.
Okay. Oh, could we stop by my house, my apartment, before we get to yours and pick up my bathing suit?
Oh, sure. Sure. I'm really looking forward to a midnight swim with you again. We used to do that a lot, remember? Look, I know it's wrong to dwell on the past, and I'm certainly not trying to do that right now, but really the closer we get to finding what we shared when we first got married, the sooner we're going to be able to go on with our lives. So just indulge me in a little nostalgia every now and then, okay?
If you'll indulge me.
Grandma, why don't I ring for Emily and get us some more lemonade?
Oh, no, thank you, darling. I'm fine. Do you and Alan spend a lot of time out here on the terrace?
Well, yes, it's my favorite part of the house.
Well, it's perfectly beautiful, and the flower garden, it's just exquisite. I can see why you love it so much.
Well, another reason I like it so much is because we live so close to Uncle Ed. You know, at the party last night, there was so much confusion going on that I never got to ask you how Uncle Ed feels now that Rita's back.
Well, he's fine, but I didn't come over here to talk about Ed and Rita. I came over to find out what happened to you after you left Ed so upset last night.
Oh, Grandma, I was just being so childish and foolish and everything. And Alan and I talked it all over, and I'm just going to have to learn to suppress all my little jealousies.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that, because even a little jealousy can eat away at the foundation of a marriage, and I'd hate to see that happen to you and Alan.
I know. I'm just going to have to learn how to control all my little insecurities, even if it kills me.
Well, I don't think the situation will ever become that drastic.
I hope not. Now, can I ask you about Ed and Rita?
Yeah, well, it's a little early to tell, but Ed does feel that he's very optimistic that he and Rita will be able to work out their differences.
I'm so glad. I really respect Uncle Ed for trying to hold his marriage together. I know I would do anything to hold mine together.
Well, from what you just told me, you don't have to worry about that.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Alan if we can call Uncle Ed when we get back tonight and invite him and Rita over for dinner sometime soon.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love to come over. Where are you two going tonight?
Oh, we're just going over to Ben and Amanda's for cocktails. And Vanessa Chamberlain will be there tonight.
Well, you have made a lot of progress, haven't you?
You bet I have.
Well, have a wonderful time, dear, and I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, listen, Grandma, if you wait a little while, I can drive you.
No. It's all right, dear. I better get going, and Alan will be home any minute, and you two have to get ready for tonight. I'll be fine.
Listen, I just want you to know
what?
That even though Alan and I talked out our problems about last night and resolved it, I never could have gotten through it if it hadn't been for you.
Well, I'm here whenever you need me.
Thank you. What time is my father's plane getting in tomorrow from Switzerland?
Well, darling, there's been a little change of plans.
Did he call?
Yes, he called and talked to Ed, and he said that he's going to stop in Paris on his way back.
Oh, I see. I remember when Renee Dubois died, he had said that he wanted to go visit the little village where she was going to be buried. I guess that's why he went to France. Grandma, I hope that his friendship with Jennifer Richards develops into something more serious. I really like her.
Yes, I do, too.
Well, Bert, what a nice surprise.
Well, hello, Alan.
Well, you're not leaving?
Yes, I have to get home.
Well, I tried to talk her into letting me drive her, but she's being very stubborn about it.
Don't be silly. I'll take the bus. It's no problem, really.
Nonsense. I have a car and driver outside. He'll take you home.
Well, thank you very much, Alan, but I'm warning you, I could easily become accustomed to that kind of luxury.
Well, that's fine with me.
Thank you.
Nice to see
you, too. Bye, darling. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Has anybody ever told you how kind and considerate you are?
Not recently. I'm glad you think so.
Well, I do. Why do you have a car and a driver tonight? Aren't we just going over to Amanda's and Ben's?
Why don't we do something special tonight? There's a little French restaurant on the way to Indian Lake that I hear is fabulous.
Well, couldn't we go over there after?
Actually, I told Amanda not to count on our being there.
Well, why? I was looking forward to it.
Well, so was I, but they've invited Vanessa, too.
Well, I know.
You do?
Yes, I saw Amanda earlier, and she told me.
And you still want to go?
Not only do I want to go, but I've asked Emily to draw my bath and to put a double dose of bath bubbles into it. And then I am going to pour myself into that slinky little dress I bought in San Francisco and haven't had the nerve to wear.
Can't wait to see you in it.
And I can't wait for Vanessa to see me in it. Why don't you come up a little later and burst some bubbles?
Stop stalling, Katie. I've got to have Steve scheduled for the next 2 weeks.
I'm not stalling. I just want you to suffer with the rest of us.
Oh, come on. I'm getting out half an hour earlier than you.
know.
Hand it over.
Under your nose. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Hello, Holly.
Hi, Justin.
Katie, get a hold of Sarah McIntyre. See if she can find someone to fill in for me for the next couple of hours.
All right. I also called Dr. Bauer and told him that you had called in and said you were going to be a little late.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sorry I didn't call him back, but I ran into a personal emergency that's taken up all afternoon, and it still hasn't resolved itself.
Justin, can I help you with anything?
Oh, thanks, Holly. It's something that I really have to deal with myself.
I'll call Dr. McIntyre, okay?
Okay, great. Yeah, Jackie, it's Justin. No, not a sign of him. Well, I drove all over Springfield. Well, I went home and waited there, but there was no sign of Philip. Yeah. Well, I'm at the hospital now trying to get someone to fill in for me for the next couple of hours so I can go out and look again. Jackie, will you stop blaming yourself? How did you know that there was going to be a change in Philip's plans this afternoon? Look, it's 5:30 now, so why don't I go back to the house and... No, I tried to call Alan. That's the first thing I thought of. No, Philip's not there. Yeah, I called Lori, and she hadn't seen him either. Well, I don't know what he's up to. All I know is that we have to find him. Yeah.
Rita, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm just fine. How about yourself?
Fine. Finished for the day? Yeah, Ed told me you'd be stopping around saying hello to everybody.
Yes, and now I'm waiting for Sarah to get finished with the patient.
Oh. Well, I'll see you one of these days.
Holly, I know you're probably in a hurry to get home to Christina, but if you have a couple minutes, I have something I'd like to say to you.
I'm sorry about this, Vanessa. I just wanted to get things organized before Hope and Alan arrived.
Nonsense. I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. But as you very well know, Alan was so eager to get home to Hope that our business meeting was cut short before it should have been. And then I just couldn't see driving all the way over to Springfield Towers and driving back here, so I just...
Well, I should get the hors d'oeuvres in the oven and get some ice. Excuse me.
Amanda? Now, I know that in this painting, Ben was eager to capture the essence of the Midwestern plains, but why did he make the sky such a deep purple?
I don't really know. I guess you'll have to wait for Ben and ask him yourself.
Where is the artist in residence, anyway?
My mother has a new housekeeper. Has a 17-year-old daughter. Ben's been dying to paint her ever since he met her.
How interesting.
Anyway, he's setting up schedule with her right now. Should be back soon.
I must say, I don't know how you artist wives do it, sitting around calmly all day long while your husbands are out working for hours on end with beautiful, beautiful models.
Well, Ben rarely does portraits, and he works at home.
How nice. But you haven't answered my question.
Oh? I thought I had. I hope Ben comes home before Hope and Alan arrive.
Oh, there's no need for you to worry about that. Alan told me they may not be able to make it after all.
Oh, no, they're coming. I spoke to Hope before you arrived. She told me herself.
Oh, good, I'm glad. I must say, it's very nice of you to turn my little shopping spree into a party.
Well, it isn't really a party. We've just invited a few close friends in. And you, of course.
Yes. You really are close to Alan, aren't you? I find that amazing.
What's amazing about it?
Well, it's no surprise or secret to anyone that Alan was devastated when his father's will was read and you were named beneficiary to the bulk of his estate.
I was shocked by that myself. But we both tried to make the best of it. I mean, after all, Vanessa, I hardly knew Brandon Spaulding. So Alan couldn't blame me for what happened.
Yes, it makes it all the more bizarre, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever wondered why he left you all that stock and money?
I wonder about it constantly, but I don't think I'll ever get the answers I'm looking for. Excuse me. Yes, may I help you?
I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for Mrs. Wexler's daughter.
I'm her daughter.
Oh, well, I spoke with your mother's cook up at the main house, and when I told her I was looking for Mrs. Wexler, she said that she was out of town, and she had no idea where she was or when she'd be back. She suggested I come down and talk to you.
About what?
Oh, I'm sorry. In all the confusion, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Logan Stafford.
This has been the award-winning Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, Janie Jamaica Estates, and Barney's.